Capricorn, a rock and a hard place, or a place or a fish. Could be dealing with a fish for a lot of you, so that would be a Pisces. But stuck between a rock and a hard place, or a rose between a thorn, or whatever that is. Or the name Rose, or Roseanne, or Rosie. Okay, but like stuck between a rock and a hard place, trying to find my own place. Could be a fish. I really can't pick up Life Path 3 or fish energies. But I'm trying to find my own place to live. So it might be searching for somewhere, or a flat, or something. Now, don't forget, you can also watch this as Gemini. Gemini is a major arcana 6. Capricorn is a major arcana 6. And they both come up if I was to do a Life Path reading 6. I would also say you can watch it as Gemini and Capricorn. Okay. That's for the new people that are broad-minded, not the narrow-minded people, because they're just like, say that's a load of shit. But it's up to you. Okay, but there is something here about 3 energies, third parties, stuck between a rock and a hard place, trying to find my own place, you know, all this sort of stuff. So let's see if the tarot kind of relates a little bit. Relatives, maybe staying with one's relatives, mother or father, came up in Gemini reading just a second ago. Traveling, going back to one's mum, energy here. Or living with my mum, something like that. And now I'm stuck at a distance here. Let's see, Capricorn. What's going on with Capricorn? Any messages for Cappies? So, Life Path number 1, or the Magician. Well, the Magician. So, trying to start over again, either with the same person trying to work on things, or I'm now on my own, okay, manifesting my own life, taking back my own power, doing it my way. My way or the highway. My conscience is clear, or the name Claire, but you have to have a clear conscience. You have to wrap up all Cycle or Michael, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, all of those. But my conscience has to be clear. I have to not hold any grudges or anything like that. I have to undo all of my wrongs and rights, okay, in order to clearly do so. Someone's worried about this new start, maybe. Capricorn. Marriage, commitment. Some are manifesting a marriage, a commitment, working on it, putting everything on the table and saying, look, this is me. That's you. What can we do to make this work here? If this isn't a marriage and it is a Z commitment, it's a new person. Okay. Brand new. Let's see, Capricorn. So you get a woman that's in love with someone that has found either one, a new person, or a newfound energy of reconciliation for our marriage and commitment. This person's got a lot of Virgo or 9 in their chart here, looking at this commitment and this relationship, knowing that it's possibly somebody new that I have found, and I'm now basically in a commitment. Let's see, Capricorn. 7 of Cups. Illusional, delusional energy, metaphysical. Meaning it hasn't manifested into the physical for a lot of you. Like it's there as a connection that I've got with someone. But it hasn't manifested itself into a proper commitment or relationship. Because this can also be paranoia. Paranoid that someone else is involved, that you might find someone else. You might have other options. Sagittarius, Taurus, Life Path 5. Now, this came up in Gemini reading where they had 5 and 5. They didn't have the major arcana 5, but it did come up in Gemini reading of the moon. Okay, so there's like spiritual stuff kind of going on here of like Z, you know, twin flame, twat flame, you know, depending on what you believe in, really. You know, a twin is a good connection, a twat is a bad one, right? And you can only see that out by seeing it out. Let's see, the Magician. Because there's a lot of work to do in order to make things on the physical from the metaphysical. So a very stable energy. Someone that has possibly Gemini in their chart. And they come up as Gemini Cappy, but Gemini energy, father figure. Okay, counterpart to the king and the queen. The marriage people might be trying to work on this if that's the marriage and the commitment. This can also be living with one's father or mother. But very stable energy. Non-argumentative. What is the Hierophant here for Capricorn? Yeah, sex, passion, dick pic or whatever you fancy. Yeah, this is a new energy for a lot of you where the energy is getting quite intense. The pull of the magician, of the stable energy, is not the chaser, that's the masculine energy. That's saying that this is an opportunity, if you want it, to the queen. If you want me, you know where I am, I'm here. Stable, good job, bank account, stable in all areas. What is the Queen of Pentacles here for? 3. But the feminine energy is either one, at a distance from this king. She lives somewhere else. The king lives somewhere else. So it's an online communicating connection that one has. If Steph, Jeff or Steve, if this female is married to this king, if they're married, she has a wandering eye of a metaphysical connection that she has outside of this marriage and commitment. Because she's found herself with him working on that, but she can't help but wonder, Steve, or Fish, or a Pisces, Fish called Wonder, Stevie Wonder, but she can't help but wonder about this connection that's spiritual outside of the traditional. Yeah, it's kind of coming up as another message from the Gemini reading. I said that there was a message there for someone about where there's a disagreement that leads to an argument because one believes in like traditional values of marriage, commitment, you do as I say, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm the breadwinner, I'm the, you know, traditional values of whatever that means to someone. But that is the opposite energy of what the other one wants. That's why she's promiscuous and looking elsewhere, because she feels this spiritual connection stronger than what she does the actual marriage. If she doesn't, she's completely stuck between a rock and a hard place through the metaphysical feeling and the dreaming and the thinking. What is the Hermit energy here for? That's also a lot of communication. There's a lot of masturbation here, like a vibrator and blah, 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 communicating, talking, metaphysical energy, trying to manifest this into a beginning, but there's this underlining fear that comes in here of movement, of travel, of starting over, an awakening, spiritual awakening. The masculine is spiritually awakening the feminine energy here. Because this is all the stuff that's suppressed. Feelings and emotions and connection and wanting to open up, and like, you know, the more I open up, the more I delve deeper into the tower to realize, am I stable or not stable? Is this connection stable? Will it be, because it can be fear, will it become this? Is it possible? Is it, or Kim, that's come up in another reading about being possible, in the Fish reading, I think it were. But like, is it possible, is it not possible, that runs through this person's mind through the metaphysical, spiritual warmth that is of this, trying to make this a physical connection other than a metaphysical connection. What is the Seven of Cups? Yeah, at a distance too. trying to work on this metaphysical energy of desire and this hypnotic kind of energy that sweeps over someone through their loins. Capricorn or Gemini or life path 6. But again, there might be this energy of where someone keeps trying to work on the marriage and the commitment that they're in, but still having a metaphysical energy. This is also my tarot card reader card. Someone that may also be a reader. What is the Ace of Cups? Five of Cups. You see, there's the fives and the Seven of Swords. That I said, just watch the Gemini reading, Capricorn. It's there. Whether you believe me about the sixes or not, it's up to you, but it was there. The fives started coming out towards the end. I started to mention about the Seven of Swords is a traveling and leaving and coming and going energy. So that is someone that is also like trying to leave this five, right? But they got trust issues. I said there was trust issues in the marriage and the commitment about someone doing devious shit, whether they're communicating with an ex or which one is, which one may have a metaphysical connection outside of the other one. There's been a lot of breakups and kicking the person out and leaving them, abandoning them, ghosting them, arguments. Keeps going back into the same commitment to try and work on the energy of trying to make it back into the physical, then the metaphysical split up, and then they're coming back and they're making it work, and then nothing's changed, going back to the energy of being single and on my own again. Should I venture out and look for other options, or should I go back? What is this Temperance energy here for? Yeah, emotionally unfulfilled and blocking. And the Moon. What do you know? I'll rest my case. Just keep watching the Gemini and Cappy readings. Gemini and Cappy came up in Libra reading here with the Hierophant, the mother, going back to their mum energy here. It's kind of like they keep going back to their mum here, their mother. And then they block out their mum to go back to here to try and work on it. I don't know whether this person's here or there. I don't know where they are. Their energy is panicking and worrying that their mother may have disowned them and said, I've had enough of you keep coming and going back to him or her, and then coming back here and then going back there. And you're kind of spending all of your assets messing up the family, right? And it's affecting the family the more you keep coming here making promises and then going back there and to and from. I wish you would make your goddamn mind up, right? Here. This is also trying to run from a metaphysical, like the chasing and running. If this isn't anything to do with married couple and couple, because it should be, because that is an actual physical counterpart, but it also gives you the Two of Cups, which is a metaphysical connection, but because it's a counterpart and a two, or Anderson or Paul or Pauline or Pucci or Pisces, but it's like a physical but also metaphysical. Like someone's married, someone's committed to the counterpart of the King and the Queen of Pentacles. But because the Two of Cups, they have a phallic connection outside of that with another person. They desire them, they think about them sexually here. If that isn't an actual commitment of okay, are we boyfriend and girlfriend? Are we established that that's what we are? If there isn't, then there's this metaphysical connection of who's who, because I have a spiritual connection that's phallic in nature, okay, or Natalie, but phallic in nature, there's a lot of desire kind of floating around of thinking and metaphysical confusion. And there's this having to make up my mind of which one I'm going to leave. Who am I going to leave? Which one do I choose? This one or that one? It's kind of multifaceted, really, Capricorn. That's for the couple that are kind of going for a marriage metaphysical as well. And possibly the trust issues broken in that marriage. And the female thinks that the male's cheating or still contacting an ex. And the male probably thinks that the female is also doing that and accusing her. That comes down to the gaslighting because the fucking trust issues are gone. So the married couple are probably gaslighting each other and they don't trust each other and they don't know who's doing what because they don't trust each other. It's been broken. They're waiting for some sort of change, but it doesn't work because the trust is broken, depending on how many times you've done it. Okay. Going back to exes stuff, marriages, commitments, going back to the same one. You just go back to the start and then it presents itself again as trust issues. So you keep going through it, expecting that eventually it will work. You know, we'll try counselling, we'll try fucking marriage therapy, we'll fucking talk to a counsellor, I'll try changing this about me, but I'll soon get fed up with me changing all of myself and you haven't changed anything about yourself. I've compromised all of this for you and you're not doing anything different than what I am. And I'm trying hard and you're not. And now I don't trust you. They're going through that. That comes up as the same instant as one of these possibly being a connection that they've also got with that person that's married or committed, but they've also got that with another person that may have someone else as well. They're kind of like, well, meanwhile, I've kind of got a connection that you may or may not know about whilst you're dealing with your marriage and your commitment and the I told you so's and everything else that you're going through with your mother and your karmic family energy. I'm also kind of in and out of a connection that I may have that I'm not sure of. There's quite a few different energies here that I'm kind of seeing here, Cappy or Gemini. But let's see, Capricorn. The past wants to reach out to you. So again, if there is a X kind of energy of someone that you had a metaphysical connection with in the past, they want to reach out. So why aren't they? Well, there may be this, I don't know whether you're still in a commitment or a marriage. I don't know if you are or not, so I don't really know. Because I don't think that people are actually talking so much here. They're just leaving it down to like, well, but the past wants to reach out to you. Or you do to the person. If you're like, well, I'm watching and I really want to reach out to someone, but I can't because of, right, something like that. Capricorn. Intentions are not good. Not Pisces, but intentions are not good in the commitment or the marriage or the relationship. Now, why that is, I got no idea, because I don't believe in where, I don't know, unless someone is a complete liar of a new person, but I can't never see where new people's intentions are not really good. Unless people are just after people's money. Because this can be where I only come in and out of your life to take your money from you. That's all I want. I just come here to grab your money and then, or your clients or whatever it is. But I come in to take your money and that's all I want from you is money. Right? That would be intentions are not good because, I'm only contacting you and being with you because all I want is your money. That's intentions are not good there, right? Because this person here is a person that can come in, take money and then leave. They come in, they take something and then leave. Right? Come in, take something and then run off and then leave this person into the Five of Cups. Capricorn. Help in the form of a friend. Talk to a friend. New soulmate on their way. Now, is it a new one or someone that you've already met? Don't know. Could be a new person on their way somehow. Let's have a quick gander at what that might be. Tell me more about this new soulmate. Tell me more about this new soulmate for Capricorn. 9 of Wands. Shit. I mean, the new soulmate can be someone that has been gaslit to fuck and has just got out of this commitment and marriage. Someone that may or may not have ghosted you in the past. And then they come back after doing so with a, I don't know, an explanation or an apology, but I'm not seeing that because I've not got a page or a knight. So the new soulmate can either be someone that's schizophrenic, paranoid, delusional, narc, right? That can be one. Have a lot of mental health problems and is completely unstable, maybe. Or it can be someone that has just got out of something that's very toxic. There's been a lot of gaslighting. There's a breakup, and they get out of that, and it was maybe a person that ghosted you from the past that comes back into your life to see what's occurring, Dave. Tell me more about this new soulmate. There's the Knight, yeah. The new soulmate wants to reach out and may possibly do so. And they could be someone that has ghosted you from the past. Yeah, they're coming in quick. Could be water sign, fire sign, maybe Virgo placements. After a break, they're single. Someone's now single. Like I said, they're going through a possible breakup and an ending that ends up being from the physical to the metaphysical. They break up, and then during the metaphysical, there may be a chance that they reach out because they want a new beginning and a fresh start and maybe apologize for what's gone on and what's happened here. So there you go, Capricorn. A lot of people do this when they find themselves like, because this can also be dangerous in certain ways. Like if you've had a very karmic ex and you've had a lot of problems, like a hell of a lot of problems, right? And you break up and you finally break free from that person and you decide to move on in your life and you do meet someone quite quickly, but it doesn't work out, right? What do you do then? A lot of times, some people can run straight back off to their ex because they realise that the new is messed up. They haven't got anyone at all. So they may as well just reach out to their ex that it didn't work with, right? So they go back into something that was very toxic in the past. They tried to move on with someone new, but because it doesn't work out, people either one, run back to their past, or two, they decide it's the same thing, really. It never worked out with the new, I'm going to quickly run back to my past. Or it does work out with the new, but they decide not to give it a go and run straight back off to their past. It's one or the other. So they meet someone new, the past reaches out to them. Yes, I'll take you back straight away. Past, ghost, goodbye, gone, back to my ex. Bad, it doesn't work out. Karma does its deal. They leave again, they go back into the same circumstance. The other one reach out to that person, or and the circumstance is completely different. They meet someone new and they both decide that it's not going to work. They don't really want each other and they part ways. They both end up single on their own. After a time, one of them might think, oh, well, I'm still not finding anyone. I'm on my own. I've been on my own for quite a while. The only person I know of is my ex that I can reach out to because I know that they'll take me back. So I'll go back there. Right, it's a few different instances that they can work out too. But like I said, in life, it all depends on how many chances people have had and how many chances people are willing to give. Some people can give chance after chance after chance. They can keep working on marriages and commitments time and time and time and time again to prove that it doesn't work. Right, but if people keep running off from one to the next and then messing up this one and then go off and then that messes up and they go back and that keeps happening so many times, loads of times, you end up messing up your chances with family, friends and new people. You have to completely make up your mind of what you want. Okay. So there you go, guys. Thanks very much. Really appreciate it. Please make sure you smash that like button and leave me a comment. I really would appreciate it. I want to try and make all of these readings for free if I can, so YouTube pays enough so I don't have to charge you guys. So if you leave a like and a comment, it really does help, and subscribe if you haven't, because it helps the algorithm. Please make sure you click on all of the adverts. You don't have to buy anything. Just click on the advert and come back. Then I also end up getting a little bit more money. But if you really want to help out, there's 2 ways you can do so. Personal readings are open. They always have been. It's my Facebook page below. You can find it says, on my Facebook page, I may sometimes give away cheaper readings or whatnot. But if I'm not, please reach out and message me. So it's on Facebook. That's how you reach out and you find out about personal readings, one-on-one or recorded video, different prices. And then also, if you want, the join button is below, where there's 150 teaching videos, loads of other different readings. But because it's so cheap, it's just a way of saying, thanks, Steve. I really appreciate the readings that you do for everybody. And I would just love to join in order to be able to pay you a little bit of money at the end of the month for the time that you've given us here. It's just a way of saying thanks. Okay. So thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.